When election night arrived on Tuesday, November 8th, Republican strategists were hoping for a massive red wave, like the ones the GOP enjoyed under Democratic President Bill Clinton in 1994 and Democratic President Barack Obama in 2010. But on Wednesday morning, November 9th, with votes still being counted, it was up in the air which party will control a majority in the U.S. House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate in 2023. One conservative Republican who was willing to admit that the red tsunami didn't materialize in the 2022 midterms was Marc Thiessen. Some pundits on Fox News have insisted that November 8th was a great night for Republicans, but Thiessen, on the right-wing cable news channel, candidly described the 2022 midterms as a disappointment for Republicans. Here's a look.
We have the worst inflation in 4 decades, the worst collapse in real wages in 40 years, the worst crime wave since the 1990s, the worst border crisis in U.S. history. We have Joe Biden, who is the least popular president since Harry Truman, since presidential polling happened, and there wasn't a red wave. That is a searing indictment of the Republican Party. That is a searing indictment of the message that we have been sending to the voters. They looked at all of that and looked at the Republican alternative and said, no thanks. The Republican Party needs to do a really deep introspection look in the mirror right now, because this is an absolute disaster for the Republican Party, and we need to turn back. We need to look at who won today. Ron DeSantis, DeWine, these governors, Kemp, Abbott. You know, look at these governors. This is the path to the future. At electing these radical candidates who ran far behind them has put the Republican Party in a terrible position, and voters have indicted the Republican Party.
Some of Thiessen's GOP talking points about Biden can easily be fact-checked and debunked. For example, calling Biden the least popular president since Harry Truman is hard to back up, in light of what Pew Research's Amina Dunn reported on October 20th, 2022, which was that Biden's job rating is fairly comparable to Ronald Reagan's at 42% and Bill Clinton's at 41% at this stage of their presidencies, but lower than Barack Obama's at 46%. Those 3 presidents lost ground over their first 2 years in office. Biden has certainly struggled with approval ratings, but Pew's figures and hard data easily debunk Thiessen's claims that Biden is the most unpopular president in the last 75 years. Regardless, Thiessen's candor about the GOP midterm performance was a stark contrast to what other right-wing pundits were saying about the midterm results. One Republican candidate was certain of the red wave going into the midterm elections. Incumbent U.S. Representative Lauren Boebert of Colorado, who emerged as one of the most high-profile Republican newcomers in Congress, owing to her unabashed Trumpism, posted a series of tweets with the hashtag Red Wave on Tuesday, the last of which states, "The red wave has begun." Boebert has not tweeted since then, and her election in Colorado is now too early to call. She is currently trailing Democratic candidate Adam Frisch by less than 1 percentage point. This is clearly hardly the red wave that she was expecting. A photo of her campaign party from Tuesday night has now gone viral. Although the polls are closed, several states and counties are still tabulating votes, including Colorado's 3rd district, in which Boebert is up for re-election. Which political party controls the Senate and House of Representatives for the second half of President Biden's first term will be up in the air until all votes have been counted. Thank you for watching Raw Story TV. Please be sure to visit us at rawstory.com, stay informed, and tap below to take action by liking, subscribing, and joining all those who like their news raw.